What's up, y'all? Welcome to a special episode of Transcending the Culture. We are here on a special day, and it's a special time. Tip Tip is not with me, but I got Cat Queen with me, and we have something really amazing in store for you. We are streaming live today with Grammy-nominated singer, songwriter, and actor Major. Now, I know everybody knows him. He's been out here and he has been working hard for over a decade, but his debut album came out back in 2016. And so many people around the world know him for his major hit, Why I Love You. He's had so many projects out since then. He has a new project out now, and his current single, I Prayed For You, is really hitting big right now. He's here in Cleveland this week for some things. So who better than to connect with him than us here at Transcending Culture. So, Cat Queen, what's going on?
What's up? I'm so excited to be with you guys today. We got somebody major for you guys. I can't wait to get into all this music and everything. See what he's up to, for real.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got a lot of stuff happening. He's got a holiday movie coming out. And I really was thinking, I've been thinking all weekend, like it's really amazing how things come full circle, and God is always working. And we were talking, like mid last week, just about some events and whatnot that we thought we were going to be doing, and then it came through, but it kind of was too late. Just kind of support for independent media and stuff like that. And then for me, it seemed like it was out of the blue, but it also kind of goes back to doing good work and having good relationships. And I mean, ultimately, somebody kind of put my name in the mix, in terms of us being able to connect with Major. So, like, it's just interesting how things really come full circle. Things, really, come back to you when you do really good work. So, I'm really excited for that. I'm excited to say that he actually is backstage right now. He just popped in. So, we are going to bring him on momentarily. I see he's getting mic'd up and all of that stuff, so I'm gonna give that a second. But it's really exciting, and I really just want to use this as a moment to tell anybody who's watching. And I see we got quite a few people in there already who are watching, because we've been pushing it out for the last couple of days. But I really just want to use this as an opportunity to say, like, you can do whatever you want to do, and all things are possible. And I mean, obviously, we see that with Major, but like with this company and with the podcast network, the radio station, magazine, all that I've been doing with this brand since 2014, but then all the stuff that I was doing for like a decade or more before that, like everything is really coming like full circle and into fruition. And I'm just grateful for the opportunity. And it's cool. And then it's cool to be able to connect with people and talk to people who your kids know. And the kids are singing them. And the reality is the kids. Isaiah really introduced me to Major like some years back, because
wow,
of all of the kids, like he's got that falsetto voice, so like he can really Why I Love You, singing that song, and we're like, what are you singing? What are you? So he's the one that really introduced.
He was doing.
Right.
I've been listen. Michaela is a music baby. The autistic kids are gifted when it comes to music. All I kept singing is "This is why I love you." She was going to bed. I'm like, girl.
Yeah. So now I think
I'm about to get you the new EP, okay? I'm
absolutely,
get you together.
So now I think this is really dope. He's got a ton of music out here. He's collaborated with so many people. So I think it's really cool to go ahead and bring him in now. So everybody join us in welcoming Major to the platform. How's it going, sir?
Hey everybody. It's an honor. Thank you so much for having me. Can you hear me clearly?
Yeah. Absolutely. Yes, sir. We can.
Okay.
I just want to start off. I really want to kick things off by saying thank you. Like, as an artist, there's so many things that you have to do, but when you're looking at doing press and talking to different platforms and whatnot, like there's so many options. Like you have so many different directions that you can. So the fact that you are having this conversation with us is like golden to me. Media and all this stuff has been a passion of mine really forever. So I've been pushing.
Wow.
in this company and these platforms, and it's really amazing, and it's like soul soothing to be able to connect with people like you and the people that we're listening to and looking up to and being inspired by.
Yes, brother. Listen, it's an honor to be able to impact and inspire people to be their greater selves. Listen, I think that's the work that God has put us all on this earth to do, to rise up in the full in our purpose, that others may feel that they too have the permission to do the same. And if you're not doing that, get in line with purpose and watch it do exactly that.
Absolutely. Like, did you realize that in the beginning when you were starting out, or when you released your first project, did you realize that it would resonate with so many different audiences? So obviously you have your age range, you have people older than you, but then you have kids who are like picking up on your music. And like my nephew, who just now is 16. So, I mean, you figure that came out 8 years ago, 9 years ago. And he's the one that introduced me to you. So like, did you realize that you would catch the ears of so many people, or a wide array of people?
I certainly prayed for that. No pun intended. And people will understand what I mean by the no pun intended a little later. But I definitely prayed for that. I prayed that it would impact generationally and cross-culturally, cross-gender. Like, you know, I wanted men and women to be impacted by the message, young and old, every color, because at the end of the day, I think the message that I'm speaking from and speaking to is really a universal message that can connect to everybody on every level from any point of their lives. I mean, who doesn't need hope? Be it an older person who is in their, you know, final years, or in their, you know, their years of just wondering, is God ever going to come and do what I've been wanting him to do? And for the one that's young and hopeful and is just wanting to experience life in the full, like, I think it's just a universal message. So I'm honored when I hear and see that people from various different demographics are connecting to what I do.
Like, how real, when you say, like, is God ever going to come and really do this for me? Like, how real was that emotion or that feeling for you? And I say that because from the outside looking in, for a lot of people, it kind of looks like, you know, you kind of had a trajectory, you know, leading up to where you are. Things kind of fell in place, or they seemingly looked like they were just falling in place in every which way. Like, did you have a period where you felt like things weren't coming together?
Absolutely. Stop playing with them. Listen, I know they call me the hope dealer. And it is very true that I believe in the power of hope. You can't talk faith unless you talk hope. Faith is a substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. But the reality is I'm often challenged with being able to live the hope that I give. Because, you know, when each time to always be locked in our faith and trust in God, humanity wrestles with that daily. That biblically to pick up a cross daily, because God is clear that we're going to be challenged by life and all of its expectations and circumstances and consequences, trying to rule the way in which or where we place our trust. I've been at this time. Love You took off, which is my biggest song. This is why I love you. Just in case the people don't know, when that song released, when that song finally released, people were talking about he's an overnight success. I'm like, that was a long night, because I was working for a long time at this thing. But even as things are opening up for me, I still have a lot of experiences where I'm just like, God, you gonna come through? Like, this desire felt like it came from you. Now I'm waiting for you to do it. But then I was brought to this most recently that gave me language for the journey, that in between the asking and the receiving is a meantime. That is what we need to understand is the university of preparation. So oftentimes we think the ask, the receiving needs to happen almost immediate, but God isn't going to give you anything you're not prepared for. So
Absolutely.
I have realized in hindsight, oh, I was being prepared for it. Because literally, all of this, I was like, I get it. All of this is working together for the win. And now I'm here. And so I appreciate the challenges, but I get annoyed while I'm in them.
All right, I'm gonna let you jump in, Kat.
Well, thank you for coming to Transcending the Culture.
Yes.
I've heard people coin you as the king of the wedding songs. Like I have seen so many people say that your music has made them feel that they can love again, or they're saying, you know, my husband sung this to me at my wedding. This made me really believe in humanity and love and all these things. How did you bring people to have those feelings? How did you transform your gift and give us this gift of your music?
That was the intention.
Okay, there we go.
That was the intention, Kat. Like, definitely prayed when finally writing the song, because Why I Love You is a love letter to God, and love wrote me back to help people understand how to really do this love thing on earth as it is in heaven. And if we literally lock into the formula that is agape, you'll understand that the love exchange is reciprocity. It's founded in reciprocity. If we're both giving, nobody's ever left empty. And so that's really the key understanding that I want to make sure got to people. That was in marriages, that was in soon to be marriages, that was in, you know, trying to figure out who they were going to be with next, or if they were going to continue a relationship, or they were ready for a relationship. One this in order, you're not attracted to the things that are opposite those things. You're not attracted, or you're not pulled to the things that don't agree with that. And so yeah, I'm honored when I hear people say that song helped me love again, because that's literally, those are the words. If the literal, my debut EP back in 2016 that had Why I Love You on it, the very intro says, my name is Major, and I'm here to bring hope and inspiration. I'm going to get the world to love again, hope again. And literally, I'm saying it. I'm saying what my mission is. And it's hidden like that. So I'm honored. Shout out to Carisha Hill. Every one of his songs will be played while walking down the aisle. Salute. You're welcome. Because from Better With You In It to Honest to Baby Will You Love Me to Even More. And you can even pray. I prayed for you during the prayer and communion. You're welcome. Listen.
Yes, that is that's my sister. That's Minister Carisha. So when she says that she loves your music and that it will be played, she's not playing. Like, she be in her bag. And what I wanted to say is, a lot of your music, if you are a church kid or grew up in the church or grew up around gospel, you can see how like your music is heavily involved, it's heavily influenced, it's heavy, like the sound of your voice, the way that you say your vows, is certain things that I definitely picked up on that just listening to some of your more you know, your songs on YouTube. But then when I was able to listen to the EP and see that you had church edition, and you know, you brought it a little more home. Can you explain a little bit more about like your relationship with God and how that helped you through your music?
You done it, cat. Stop. Yes, I mean, at the end of the day, it's all God for me. All God. That's who I am. That's my heart. Um, I understand God is love God. And that has always literally been the bed and fabric and DNA of every frequency of my sound, message, thought, intention. Um, I am a mainstream artist. I'm a platinum soul singer. That's what it is. Um, Wildly, Why I Love You blew up the way that it did, to where people were like, "Oh, he's bringing R&B back," and I'm like, "Oh, I am." Like that was okay, you know. And but I was just I'm like, it was a love letter to God, and love wrote me back, and they're like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, you bringing R&B back," and I'm like, "Okay," but at the end of the day, if you listen to my music, if you really listen, you will hear all of the isms that are pretty much the culture of the Baptist church, the Black church experience, or even just the church experience in general, because I'm a worshiper at heart. I'll take an acoustic song that's just a folk song with, I think music is spiritual anyway. Jesus, 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 but you're here of Jesus in you can hear it in Otis Redding, you can hear it in Ray Charles. I mean, you can't shake it if you try.
Right. No, definitely. So I know that you carry on, you've done your own interviews with a lot of different celebrities and a lot of different people. And I've heard you ask this question, what does culture mean to you? So since you are on Transcending the Culture, what does that mean to you? What does the culture mean to you? Why do you love this culture? Why are you pouring so hard into this culture?
It means everything. It's what I grew up in. And for me, I think culture is vast and has specific definition based on the experience of each person you ask. But, you know, the culture I grew up in was an intersectional culture. It was a culture of kingdom and the mainstream world. Like I experienced so many things. I went to performing art schools. I was exposed to like very high level elite moments, even though we didn't economically represent the experiences I was exposed to. God just found a way to allow me to have these experiences that really gave me this sense of value and permission to show up in the full wherever I am. And so for me, culture is an honoring of of where you come from, and it's a respect and a regard, and it's a never forgetting. And so for me, that's what it means. It's richness. It's the lessons on the grow. Like that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard someone say that it was someone learning from the past and creating the future. It's
Woo!
the
Yeah.
lessons of the past
I
creating a new
like that.
future. So and thank you for touching on that, because I am a performing arts kid as well,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
something about learning those two steps, learning a little tap, little ball change,
Yeah,
learning a
yeah.
little poetry, and those things can transform into what you couldn't even imagine what you can do with those, just those little skills, just those little seeds. So thank you for touching on that for me. I'm gonna throw it back to James.
Excellent job, Kat. Stop playing with her. Yes, let's go.
Thank you. Thank you.
I want to take it back to where you were talking about, you know, why your music resonates with so many people, and you know, bringing back soul and that type of stuff. I look at your music and I feel like even relating to I Prayed for You. I think your
Yeah.
music resonates so much because.
But you ain't just gonna slide in the I prayed for you like that. You better set that up, man. Tell the people what that I prayed for you is. Is that boy's new single? Is that boy's new hope anthem for the world? Huh?
I heard the video just dropped.
Stop playing with him, Cat. I mean, is that boy's new music video?
Absolutely. It's the brand new music video. It just debuted on BET.
Yes.
It is every bit that anthem right now because like the world is a mess. Like it's a mess, and we need
the world's actually been a mess. It's full of beautiful things, but it's always been a mess.
but I feel like what you bring to us, like we need that. We need it so bad. And the reality is we're not getting it anywhere else. So like you're playing of your own. But I think that's why your music resonates so much, because not even just with that, but with everything that you're dropping, like it resonates because it's what we need this.
Yeah. It's divinely timing, bro. Because the song I Prayed for You, which is available everywhere.
Everywhere.
And the new music video is now available via YouTube and Vivo. So type that in, I Prayed for You, Major, and you'll find your brother Major there. The video is elevated, y'all. Like I look expensive. I look like God's favor was just like, you're welcome. Listen, I'm really excited about this one because I do believe the timeliness of it couldn't be more perfect. I released this as part of my EP, The Hope of My Soul, but wrote the song actually during the pandemic in 2020, had a lot of introspection of realizing that as the hope dealer, I had an H on that, hope dealer, not to be confused with anything else that rhymes with hope. Because hope is dope, but dope ain't hope. Okay, dope, okay, you get me. But April 4th, a call from my good a group text from a good brother requested that we all pray for the world collectively at 10:45 Eastern Standard Time. That's 2020, April 4th, 2020. And on that day, we all prayed because he said, the hope of the world is drowning. Like hopelessness is running rampant with the way in which people are wondering if tomorrow is promised, what's going to happen to our jobs, our family, and all these things. And so he's encouraging us to pray. And then George Floyd happens, and it really, really presses my heart because, of course, I prayed, but I started seeing that the pandemic was doing better, but then we're having this civil unrest. And then we get to a couple months later, August 28th, when that brother that requested that we pray made a transition that rocked the world. He died, and it was wild. But I had no idea that during his time of encouraging us to pray for the world, that he was going through the biggest battle of his life. And we all discovered that brother Chadwick Boseman was enduring cancer privately. And I thought it was wild, even being a part of his village, that he was also still had some privacy about his own struggle, but then still had the audacity to hope for the world. So for me, that I prayed for you came naturally, where I just wanted to encourage people. I said a prayer for you. I prayed you take the moment. I prayed you take the time to see that you were special and always on my heart and my mind. And then it went on to, I spoke a word for you. I said, in this senseless violence, put a rest to prideful gain. There's a message in the silence that can heal our earthly pain. I prayed for you. This is the prayer And it worked so perfectly yet again for the time that we're in.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this is going to be my new single. And sure enough, it fits right in to the Black woman that just feels exhausted for always having to take up the mantle and carry other people along and nurture the wounds of the brokenhearted. They're tired. They're exhausted. And we have to let them know that we got you. We're covering you too. You can catch your breath in all of this. So that's the song for the time, the hope anthem for the time. And I believe there's something on it, man. I think this might be one of the ones that does some massive impact. Like something's happening.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Something is definitely happening. This is that one.
Yeah.
I find it highly refreshing. Just your entire aura and your spirit. Mm-hmm. And I can tell that you're doing what you love and you're doing what you enjoy and having doing it. And just even, when you think of the fact that you're signed to the majors. Major is with the majors, but you kind of like you have all that creative freedom.
No. I rock in the world of the majors.
Right.
But let me make it very clear. I am not signed to a major label.
Oh.
And that was the dream that I always had. That was the vision that I had for myself. But God showed me I don't have to unfold the blessing and the answer in the packaging that you expected.
Absolutely.
If you're going to trust me. If you're going to believe me, and watch me work. Let him cook, because he'll show you. He'll show you that he can do it like nobody else can. My mama named me Major, but I'm independent. And even in this season, it's bruh, it is working. It is straight sacrifice, because I'm having to pay for everything myself.
Everything is from the bottom to the top.
But I'll tell you the reason why a lot of people, and I definitely want to read that prayer. She did, that's quite a prayer, but I definitely want to read it. Put it back up there. I still want to read it. But I will say, that just keep going, beautiful people. To the entrepreneur, to the visionary, to the small business owner, you may not have all of the resources readily available to you, but if you have a dream and you lock into excellence, because the reason people mistake me for being signed to a major is because I literally move in excellence. Like you would think that I had all the resources, but it's faith delivering every time. It's favor. It's my favorite passport. Just lock in excellence, y'all, because the resources are attracted to the people that stay ready. The opportunities are attracted to the people that are ready to deliver and are ready to show up in full. Don't keep praying and not prepare for it. You got to prepare for what you pray for. And so, yeah, that's what it is. Go ahead, boss.
and that's what you said right there. And this is the second time that you have spoken on preparation. Is really about preparing for it. You pray for it, but you also make sure that you are making the proper preparation for it.
Exactly.
And you have amazing consistency just with your rollouts and what you do and how you get out and promote and marketing. And it says a lot.
Bruh, I got a degree in music business marketing. So like my degree focus was that at Berklee College of Music. So I kind of like try to implement, but there's still a lot of learning on the way because the digital evolution is disrespectful. It's wild. I'm like, yo, what we doing? This ain't what I'd studied. Like, y'all just
this wasn't in the textbook.
Yeah.
This wasn't in the 6th edition.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
Okay. And this is coming from a couple of mass communication journalist majors over here.
I should have known. I should have known. I was literally like, you heard me. I was like, oh, you doing your journalistic. Like, I felt that y'all have a different preparation of excellence that I really dig. So respect.
It's funny you say that too. And it's so weird doing this in this space now because nobody today really uses any of the techniques that you get when you go to school and get the degree in mass communications and journalism. Like nobody's doing any of that stuff.
Keep doing it, y'all.
Oh, I am.
Keep doing. And I'm telling you, the resources, I know y'all are, and the resources are going to come so that it only gets better.
Absolutely.
Like give excellence at every level so that you can have access to every level. Because what happens is some people think, oh, I can save the excellence for later when it really matters. But they don't understand that it matters on every level. People are watching, people are basing their expectations and the history of your brand based on what you give them at the times that you don't see people watching. So yeah, keep going, y'all. I'm loving it.
I appreciate it, man, because that really is the model that I have lived by with building this company for as long as I have is I got to stick to like the real of it and what I went to school and what I was able to take from that, and I can't do what everybody's doing today. Like it's just not in me. So like I appreciate that. You're here in Cleveland.
Yes, I'm flying back to LA today. Actually, not in a couple hours, but yeah, I'm here in Cleveland. Okay. I was invited here by the Sister Accord organization with Sonia Miles. She's an incredible philanthropist and community leader. Their mission is to bring women together and build the concept of excellence and fellowship and unity, and it's really amazing. I was a special guest artist, and I sang them women happy yesterday. Those women and the little girl, I empowered them like nobody's business. It was some really good stuff at the Ritz-Carlton, but it was a beautiful moment because women from all walks of life, every economic level were there and they were embraced. Like what I can say about this organization, and y'all want to go to it, the Sister Accord on IG.
Okay.
The excellence. What'd you say, buddy?
I had it pulled up on Facebook too.
Oh yeah, like listen, of course you did because you move in excellence, Doc. You're like, bruh, I did this. You can keep talking, but I already had this figured out. It's so wild because I'm so used to having to assist in the navigation because I'm used to, and so when I get it, I'm like, oh, okay, I do you. Oh my gosh.
But now I think that's dope, man. I love the fact that you travel around and you partake and really participate in these types of events. Like and I know that I can just imagine what they got from it, to really be supported and to have you there and to really buy into what they have.
Absolutely. I listen, it was all of this. I stay grateful. People ask me, how do I smile all the time? But I literally am often like connecting to my gratitude space. I think you get to joy by way of gratitude because gratitude brings you to the present moment, right? It pulls you away from yesterday and snatches you from the worry of tomorrow and literally places you in the right now to take inventory of what is working for you and what has already happened. And you have no other choice but to find joy there. And so it's really dope. These moments, like even with you guys, has really blessed me and encouraged me. Like I'm grateful to rock with people that actually took time to put the interview together. Like, no knock to any other interviews. It's like I just love professional people, and every time I'm in an interview with super professional people, I'm like, yeah, let's go.
I laugh when you say that, but I get it.
Because you know what I'm talking about.
I get it because I know exactly what you're talking about, and I swear to you that it's why we move the way we move.
Yeah.
It's interesting because when I talked to your publicist, it may have been Thursday, and she sent me something, and then in my mind, I'm like, and I, not that I have a photographic memory, but when I got her name and everything, I'm like, I know that name from somewhere.
Yeah.
From somewhere. So then I'm like, let me start digging or whatever before she called me back. So she's gonna call me back. So then when she called me, I'm like, this is who she is. So 15 years ago, I used to watch the Terrell Owens show.
Exactly.
So when I saw a picture of her online, that's it.
She's a legend. She's a legend in this game. Absolutely. Keita Williams, Keita and Mo.
I'm doing what I do though. Like I saw her and saw what she was doing and what she did for him and just what she did outside of that and just her presence. And I just said, okay, this is what I want to do. And it makes sense now. And it really validated a lot of things. So here we are 15 years later. I followed her, but we've never made any contact. We've never said anything. And then all of a sudden, I see a message pop up because my voicemail's turned to text. And I see a text come across. And I'm like, oh, okay. This is like, again, no pun intended, but it's major for me because, like, this is all I've ever wanted to do my whole life. So I've spent the last 20 years, like, really building this mega platform where we have podcasting and radio, and we've had a magazine for a decade now. And I mean, I've been doing media since 2001, but this is like
James.
You say that it's things come together and things fall in, like it's all happening. And like
I'm telling you, that Romans 8:28
still doing it.
Bruh, that Romans 8:28 of all things work together. That he causes all things to work together for the good of those who love him and are called according to his purpose. I need you to understand, bro, that you can lay down the worry because it is a sure thing that you are going to see the harvest and the desires of your heart, because it is clear that you both move in an excellence that represents a stewardship with what God has entrusted you with. And when you move that way, the reward has to be harvest. It has to be fruit. Like it's no other way around it. The enemy's tactic is to get you sidetracked into not realizing the ground that you've made in all of the seeds that you planted. But y'all have put a lot of seed in the ground, bro. And you will see the harvest for every single one.
Thank you.
So move in abundance. Move in abundance. Don't let's delete the lack mindset, the poverty mindset. Let's just step out of that and just know that the sure next is more than enough. More than enough. Every desire fulfilled. I'm not playing. This is God to assure that you hear this. I know that you all hear me, and I really want it to I want the seed of my words to take root in your heart and your mind, that surely you will see the fullness of the dream unfold. Let him cook.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Yes.
I wholly receive it.
Yes.
So you're flying back today.
Yes.
What's next?
I have a new Christmas movie, A Heart for Christmas. A new Christmas movie, A Heart for Christmas, is available everywhere on Roku, Pluto TV, and Tubi. Check that out. I had to learn about all three of them for this release. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, it's right. It's that. That's some of my bougie, high maintenance personality. I'm like, oh, that's where we are. But let me tell you, it's easy to access. I had no idea. And I love that it's accessible for all people, because for those that may not be able to afford Tubi, or I think even Tubi's free. But like, it's like on these platforms that's accessible. You ain't gotta have Netflix to watch it. And I'm like, come on, God, give it to the people for everybody to have. And Pluto TV is free. I'm just like, oh, it's great. This is great. A Heart for Christmas is out now. Go check it out. Your boy is acting, because I'm an actor. And again, we have the music video for I Prayed for You. Run up those streaming numbers. Tell everybody about that. I'm actually from Houston. That's wild. That's wild that your sister's asking about that.
She's in Houston. That's where she is.
Yeah,
so
I'm sure I'll have
somebody out there.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll have something again soon. But if you know somebody that's putting on, that promotes, as a promoter, whatever, let's do it. Let's make it happen.
Well, she is a minister and works through Harvest Home Church down in Houston, Texas, and they do all kind of events and stuff. So I'm sure, and my sister is also an event planner, a big event planner as well. So I'm sure y'all can get together.
Well, then let's do it. Come on. I heard a bar yesterday, and I hope this sticks with people. Her name was Norlyn Story. She's from Cleveland, and she said this. She said, when we choose collaboration over competition, we create community.
Yes.
And when you create, and I'm extending, when you create community, you have found the fullness of purpose, and you have a sure promise of victories. It is wild when we collaborate. So I love collaborating. I'm sure this won't be the last time we connect. I'm looking forward to more. Let's do it. Hit up my folks. You know how to get to Keita. Let them know how to get to Keita. If you, for booking, go to my website, nowthat'smajor.com, or click contact on my IG at nowthat'smajor. Remember, Majors, all caps with a period. Yes. If you Google me, because I mean that thing. And also I want to help you Google me faster. But anyway, this has been fun, y'all. Thank you so much. Yes, my name is Major, and this is Transcending the Culture with my good folks, James and Kat. God bless you. And thank you so much for having me. I prayed for you.
You prayed.
We prayed for you. Thank you so much for being had. And
yes,
this will not be the last time. So I am truly immensely grateful to you.
You're very welcome. God bless y'all. And let Keita know we want to do more. I'll let her know, but absolutely. Let's go.
She's been on there. She's just been down at the bottom.
Okay, that's my girl. So she got to hear you've given her flowers. That's amazing. Absolutely. I was trying, if you notice, my camera went off when you were talking. I was trying to screen record, but then it fell. And I'm like, all right, get back professional. Get professional. She'll listen to it when she watch it.
Yeah, awesome. She got a chance to hear it. And I sent her a long message yesterday and just said, thank you. Because I'm really into that. I'm in that space of always expressing that gratitude and saying thank you, because people don't have to do the things that they do.
And you'll forever be blessed for it. You'll forever be blessed for it. When people know you appreciate them, they do more. It's wild. Yeah. It not only moves God's generosity, but it moves the hands and feet of his creation on your behalf. It's wild. Stay grateful.
Thank you so much.
I had one more question. Major, can you teach me the Baby Will You Love Me line dance? Because I'm trying to.
I got a tutorial video on my Instagram, so go back to that.
I got you.
Because look, I'm radio video ready from the waist up, and I got on jogging pants below, so that it wouldn't work for me to show you right now.
A little too much. Yeah.
They'll be like, that boy tacky.
True, you might get some different kind of fans. But
Right. Listen. I minister to them all. They will get this Jesus somehow.
Now, thank you so much, man.
Thank y'all. Transcending the culture. I rocks with that.
Thank you.
Peace.
Yes, sir.
Oh my God, that was amazing. We were so excited. It was everything and more. I'm telling you.
Absolutely. Shout to him. Shout to Keita for even blessing us with the opportunity of having him on. I saw you pop in, Corey. Thank you so much, Keita, for this. Like, this is amazing. Like, this was everything plus so much more. And Transcending the Culture is actually back this Wednesday. So season 3 Transcending the Culture premieres this Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are having Grammy-nominated singer Michael Finkley on the show on Wednesday. So we will get some
Michael Finkley.
We're going to start pushing that out. A few more things going on, but we appreciate you guys. Hashtag, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Hashtag.
We appreciate you. So Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the season 3 premiere of Transcending the Culture with special guest Michael Finkley.
Michael Finkley in the building
with us. And then
also on Thursday, there will be a special broadcast of Cat Got Your Tongue with
It's coming.
Yes, it's coming Thursday. It will be for the premiere episode of Cat Got Your Tongue.
What time? 7 o'clock?
To be determined. So y'all keep looking at our pages to be determined. But we will be having singer Charity Ivana. And if you guys know, Charity Ivana is headlining at the House of Blues on November 27th. So make sure you get your tickets. And she will be talking to me and giving me all the details live on Thursday. So make sure you're there.
Dope. Thank you so much, Kat, for doing this special stream with me today. Once again,
it was amazing. It was a blessing, that I definitely needed. You guys don't even understand. Woo.
Shout out to Major once again for coming on here. You guys can follow him on Instagram at Now That's Major. Continue on. Thank you, hashtag.
We got our people in here today. Thank you, guys. I really needed this. I really needed this. And thank you to all the people in the comments and all our supporters. Like, y'all just don't understand. This really means the world to me. Like, this has been such a blessing to me. So thank you guys for all being here.
And I'm really, the thing that really stands out, I'm just glad that, like, he was able to really just pick up on us and our preparation and how excited we were to do it, but how serious we took it and how we prepared, and like that meant so much just for him to be able to pick up.
It's nice to be recognized and for people to stand out for your hard work. And I think that's something that has been coming to us lately. I've been hearing a lot of things with a lot of events we've been working. So I just want to thank all the transcenders out there. We couldn't do it without y'all. And let's go, season 3. Let's go.
Season 3. So we are back Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Michael Finkley. And Thursday, Cat Got Your Tongue. And tell me your guest name again. Charity Ivana.
Charity's been working in Cleveland for 10 plus years. She is a resident artist at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Yes, and she's opening at the House of Blues. She's headlining. She is headlining at the House of Blues November 27th. So you guys, I will be later today posting some of the ticket information, some promo. So please pay attention to me and James and Transcending pages. We'll have all the details for you guys.
Absolutely. Thank you guys. Hopefully everybody enjoys the remainder of their day. Happy Monday. Again, keep a lookout for our social media because it's a lot of stuff happening. And I'm missing something. No, I think that's everything. All right, y'all. Well, thank y'all so much for tuning in. We are out of here, and you guys enjoy the rest of your Mondays.
Bye.